The thing about movies, for example, is that there's only really two types of movie. There's romance and adventure. And romance is a young person's game. Mm. You know, I mean, you can get a movie now and then that's about two old codgers falling in love, and that can be cute and it can be touching. And movies like that actually are made quite frequently. Yeah. But fundamentally, romance is a young person's game. And the reason for that is obviously it's the precursor to having children. Mm. Now, that's the other thing that seems to be missing from the conversation so often on the left. It's like the purpose of romance isn't lifetime happiness. First of all, that's insane, because you're just not going to find a person that's going to make you happy. That isn't what the person is for to begin with. But second, the purpose of romance is set up the precondition for having children and doing it properly. And so, and that's another reason why it's associated with youth. And if our culture is so self-centered that we actually believe that the purpose of romantic relationships is to make the two people who are in the relationship fulfilled and happy, that's completely crazy. No one in their right mind ever thinks that. I mean, the reason that you have a relationship with someone over the long term, it's complicated, but part of it is in sickness and in health. You know, part of it is that life is punctuated by tragic circumstances of monstrous magnitude, and you're just more robust and resilient if there are two of you manning the oars rather than one. Mm. So that's a huge part of it. And of course, because our culture is also so youth obsessed, we never think about the last half of our life. A huge part of the utility in having a partner is companionship, and also the maintenance of sanity. I mean, you need someone around so that every time you manifest one of your uncontrollable weaknesses, they slap you on the side of the head and tell you to behave. And you do that for each other in a relationship where communication actually occurs. And because of that, the two of you are much less likely to walk into a pit. And you stabilize your household so that you can produce children that won't drive you crazy, that won't drive other people crazy, and that have a half decent chance of growing up to have fulfilling lives. And we're so immature in our response to intimate relationships that it's just a never-ending cause of absolute amazement for me. It's like we're stuck in the daydream of a naive 13-year-old girl. It's something like that.